A biker from East Yorkshire says different rules about removing helmets at petrol stations are causing confusion and frustration. Lee Tyson from Nafferton was asked to dismount and take his helmet off at one garage, but others don't have the same requirements. Lee says better signage would help, but some forecourts say because fuel is an age-restricted item, helmets should be removed for identification. Simon Spark has this report.
I've done what I've always done. I've stayed stationary on the bike, gone to refuel, and there were no fuel coming out the pump.
Despite Lee Tyson refuelling in the same way for the last 30 years, when he went to this garage in Nafferton on his bike for the first time, he came up against a different refuelling policy with different rules.
On the loudspeaker was remove your helmet, get off your motorcycle, and we'll allow you to use the pump. So I just put the pump back on and I left the station and I went to another station locally to here where there's no issues with keeping your helmet on.
There's a lack of consistency between forecourts because there's no law that covers helmet removal or dismounting a motorcycle when refuelling. Instead, there are individual policies at individual filling stations, which is why Lee has a simple request.
I have no issues with taking the helmet off, by the way. Just make people aware rather than giving them the verbal on the forecourt.
We spoke to staff at this services, but they declined to comment publicly. But on the Shell website, it reads, station staff need to be able to identify that customers who are filling up and making payments are over the age of 16.
It can be quite an inconvenience to riders who really statistically pose no real threat to forecourt operators, because that's the other issue surrounding this. Where is the data that shows this is something that's really universally needed?
At a favourite spot for bikers near Fimber, there was plenty of views on the subject.
I think you should take your crash helmet off. Why not? It's not a problem.
I normally wear earplugs. It's quite difficult to have a conversation with someone who's trying to shout at you through a tannoy.
Would it put you off going?
Oh yeah, certainly.
We haven't had any problem, have we?
Wait, do you take your helmet off fully?
No, we'll leave the helmet on, right. But the front lifts up.
Some garages we approached who didn't want to speak on camera said age checks were a main reason for helmet removal, and being asked to dismount was a basic health and safety measure. But Lee just wants more clarity on what the rules are at individual petrol stations. Simon Spark, BBC Look North, Nafferton.
Well, just to say, we did contact the Petrol Retailers Association, a main body that advises on forecourt safety and security, but they have declined to comment on this one. Now we're back tonight at our